Recently I've been thinking about tabletop RPGs after creating my own custom made zombie one, and then I was thinking about some other genres and some other types of media that I've been watching and playing recently that I thought, why wouldn't these make good RPGs? So I started researching to make sure they hadn't already been done, and except for the few fan made ones, they haven't. So I thought, why don't I get the ones that I think would make the best and put them into a top 5. So here are my top 5 tabletop RPGs I would like to see happen.
Welcome to Dragon Training. Today, you will learn to fight dragons.
Pain. Love it.
Let's get started!
By now everyone knows what How to Train Your Dragon is. It's a well-acclaimed animated film. And the reason it would make a good RPG, in my opinion, is because it's just got the different aspects that would make it. It's got the abilities of having different types of dragons with different types of abilities that would make a good, interesting system. It's got the ability to have both land combat and aerial combat, and seeing what it would be like to fight on top of a dragon. It's also got the ability to also fight with your character, just like a standard D&D session, but having the ability to swap between fighting as your character and your dragon. The reason this is only number 5 is just because it seems like this could be easily modified for D&D, and that you wouldn't really need a new system, you just need to kind of modify some rules and maybe create some homebrew rules just for aerial combat, but still, I think it would work, so that's why it comes in at my number 5. If you put some thought into it, you might be able to understand why Fallout would make a good pen and paper game. The thing is it's an RPG when it's a video game, which is a bonus. At the beginning, your character, you add points to your stats, you can randomize them, and then it alters just like it would in D&D, where you can pick from the standard starting numbers, which will add the different modifiers, and then you can work on it from there. So that's almost the character creation, kind of similar. It's got the different monsters to it, so it will make combat different and creative, the way you can roll it and you can play it. It's got the different locations, the characters, the potential to have a really good backstory to it. I think if you put this into the hands of some good DMs, they would be able to make an amazing campaign out of this. So this is why it's at my number 4. Not long ago I finished playing through all 3 of the Mass Effect games, and I have to say, I'm really glad I did. The backstory, the characters, the weapons, the locations, the storyline is just amazing, and it would make a really good tabletop RPG. It's got different races, character abilities, weapons, locations, backstory opportunities. It's got all the potential, and the mechanics of the game guarantee that. If you haven't played through these games, I recommend you do. And if you haven't played through these and you're wondering why it's at this part in the list, I recommend you go play it and you will understand fully. That's why it's at my number 3. Naruto is an anime about different clans of ninjas using a power called chakra to create jutsus. These jutsus range from different styles such as fire style, to water style, to earth style. The reason I think this would make a good tabletop game is that it translates so easily. You've got the different clans of ninja to play as, and the different jutsu to use. These jutsu would basically be the equivalent of using elemental magic in D&D, or Pathfinder. I'm saying this again, if you haven't seen this anime, go and see it. If you're a fan of D&D or Pathfinder, you'll understand how some of these jutsus can be translated into spells to be used in the game. This is why this comes out of my number 2, but narrowly beaten by my number 1.
この思いを消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょうやり残してることをやり直してみたいから
Yes, at number 1 is Full Metal Alchemist, not only my favourite anime series of all time, but my favourite storyline for any series of all time. I won't be covering the storyline in this video since it's not the topic, but the basic premise is the characters use alchemy to create weapons, defences, and anything else that helps them get to their mission's objective. The reason I think this would be a good tabletop game is very similar to what I said for the Naruto one in this list. It has the opportunity to create different kinds of alchemy that would be very interesting to roleplay different characters with many different kinds of alchemy. You could create different characters, so many different characters using different ranges of alchemy, and you could have fun combining them and even just trying to create your own original alchemy. I think if they ever did make this, I would be one of the first people to jump on it and give it a try. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, leave a like, comment and subscribe for more nerded content. I will see all of you in the next video. Farewell, my friends.